There has been a lot of games in October, and this is our final one this month. It's against Sporting, away in Portugal. It's Champions League, crucial game. This is my preview. Now, as you might remember, we beat a certain someone from Milano this weekend 2-0. My review of that game and also player ratings are published and are out on YouTube, so please remember checking that out. I'll put a link down below. My name is Roman and this is Juve Therapy channel. Thanks so very much for watching. Remember subscribing and commenting on my videos and also like them. Now let's just get to it. We are facing Sporting tomorrow. It's a vital, huge game for us in the Champions League. If we win and Barcelona avoid defeat against Olympiacos, then we are guaranteed the knockout stages in Champions League this season as well. So it's a huge game for us, but it's a very tough one as well, because it's a away game, it's in Portugal. Always when we travel to Spain or Portugal, those are tricky games. Especially now that we are seemingly in a good run of form. We won against Miners Spal, and we also got a victory against struggling Milan. And now it's Sporting, who are out for a revenge after their 2-1 loss at Allianz Stadium. Sporting won both of their games after their trip to Torino, so they are ready. And for us, well, it's nice to see some familiar faces back in the training. So we have Benedikt Hövedes is back, and Mattia De Sciglio is actually in the squad for this game. Claudio Marchisio will be there for sure. And we are avoiding injuries to Chiellini, Higuain, Mandzukic, the vital players for the Allegri setup. Also, it's great to see that actually Rugani is improving and taking a stand, that telling everybody that this is my spot, I will not lose it just by losing it, I will fight for this spot. And the partnership between Chiellini and Rugani must be improved, and it's going great so far, but of course it needs gelling, it needs time, but you only can gel it this far in training. The guys must play week in and week out to know each other's strengths and weaknesses in the game, because at training, well, you can only do so far, as I say. And also, in my opinion, the first guy who should be on the starting lineup is Miralem Pjanic. He's absolutely exceptional football player, he needs to be there, he will be there tomorrow, guaranteed. So we just go straight to my predicted lineup, because there isn't so much to tell about the game. There's only one thing that's needed, and it's a win. Because remember, we are facing Barcelona at Allianz Stadium next time, and in the last round we are up against Olympiacos in Greece. And you never know what can happen there. So it's better for us to secure the qualification as soon as possible. But as you might remember, we've never made it easy for ourselves. So don't be surprised if we actually drop points tomorrow. Anyway, this is my predicted lineup. Well, the positive side to this is that we are getting players back from injury. The negative side for me is basically picking the right lineup, because there are so many players out there who deserve to be in a starting lineup for different reasons. So I will go through a lineup, what I think it will be, and then I will do the alternatives, what it might be and what it probably won't be. So we're starting goal, it's really straightforward, it will be Gigi Buffon. The game of that importance will need Gianluigi Buffon in goal. And yes, thanks so much guys, that Nikola Kalinic shot was actually blocked by Buffon just before the break against Milan. So his save probably made the difference on Saturday. So yeah, he should be there in Portugal for sure for starting lineup. On the left back, well, Alexandro played last 20 minutes or so against Milan, so he will probably, hopefully, be there on the left back. In defense, I will go with Giorgio Chiellini and Daniele Rugani in the center. On the right back, there is no Lichtsteiner. De Sciglio needs minutes before he can start the full game, so I'm not sure if Allegri decides to start him. Probably it will be Andrea Barzagli, because Stefano Sturaro has been injured lately. So he's not ready for the full game probably. Yeah, I don't know. There are some tiny issues there. So just to be safe, probably will be Andrea Barzagli on the right back. In the center of the midfield, Pjanic must be there. Pjanic is the man. Next to him, now this is where it gets interesting. Should Khedira start? Because he's getting back in form. He plays, I think he plays very well lately. So should he start, or should we just get Blaise Matuidi back into full fitness? Or should we start both of them? Probably it will be Pjanic and Khedira in the center. And up front, yeah, there is no discussion there. It will be Mandzukic because he's so vital for Allegri. And Dybala needs to come back to form. He will probably be there. And on the right flank, Juan Cuadrado for sure, because yeah, he got subbed off just before the end of the game against Milan, so he's ready as well. And up front, the big man, big hero from Milan game, Gonzalo Higuain, will probably be there, or most surely be there as well. If we choose not to start with 4-2-3-1 formation, could we start with 4-3-3-1? I would love to see Pjanic alongside Matuidi and Khedira. Up front, however, this is where it's a bit tricky. That's why I'm not so sure if we ever will try 4-3-3. On the left, we'll play with Mandzukic because, again, he is that good and that vital for Allegri. On the right, Douglas Costa or Juan Cuadrado. Up front, however, if we are to play 4-3-3, then we need to bench one of Paulo Dybala and Gonzalo Higuain. And if I absolutely have to pick one of those based on their performance lately, I would go with Gonzalo Higuain from the start and benching Paulo Dybala. These are my thoughts, but probably, as I said, it will be a 4-2-3-1 because this is the formation the guys know the most. And for this game, there should be no question, there should be no tinkering, there should be only 100% motivation and focus. It might even be a 3-5-2, but then again, with 3-5-2, where do you put Mandzukic? Should you again bench Dybala? Yeah. It's a hard one, guys. It's a hard one. My predicted scoreline against Sporting, it's always tough. I actually think we will concede at least one, but we will score. So I will go for the careful 2-1 victory and qualification to the knockout stages, because I just can't imagine that Barcelona would drop points against Olympiacos. And the goal scorers will, hopefully it will be Dybala. I need to see him score from an open play. Free kicks and penalties, yeah, okay, fair enough, but I want to see him score from open play. And some other guys, probably even Chiellini would like to have a header into the back of the net this time. So there you have it. Check out my player ratings after the game, of course, they will be there. And yeah, I'm very confident. I'm actually quite confident in our team lately. So I'm expecting a win. I expect qualification, and I expect us to be solid away at Portugal. Because Sporting, they are a good team, but we are better. See you for the player ratings. Ciao, Forza Juve.